Hello. Briefing is opening. Thank you. Please have a seat. First of all, I would like to thank you all for the super international dinner we offer. Thank you very much. I have some photos, and I'm not willing to put them on the website because nobody wearing a mask. So I will send it to each one of you, okay? Yes, you understand me? Okay. And I just would like to say a very important word. I am responsible for the competition from a legal point of view. So, if you have any incident, any accident, you have to inform me immediately. Okay? Thank you. I give the word to Luc.
Thank you very much, Beatrice. I hope that we had a good day off yesterday. Successful. Okay, just on some side, we see that every day, don't we? But we need to repeat that the mask is mandatory, especially in this room. And if you can't keep a good separation between two people, 2 meters is good. Please wear your mask at all times. Infos are available on the study spot. Sunday's results. So we're in the club class with Gérard Dale, 247, number 1, as we made 195 kilometers. Bravo, Gérard. Big task that became a distance task. Number 2 is Alpha Golf Guillaume Valbron with 191 kilometers. And number 3 is Ferenc Tamas in 1 Alpha with 187 kilometers. Bravo à tous les 3. You can take off your mask for the photo. Thank you very much. Thank you. So the overall result for the club class with the 3 guys within 100 points, very close one of each other. Number 1 is Sierra November Uwe Valig from Germany. Number 2, Fox Lima 1, Darius Gultignas from Italy. And number 3 is Stefan Langer aus Norddeutschland. Sierra Fox. Bravo. It's only 100 points between you. The standard class for Sunday, we have number 1, Shanghai, Dennis, with a speed of 84 kilometers. Bravo, Dennis. Number 2 is Serge Leclerc with Nico Sierra from Spain. And number 3 is Simon Schroeder, Sierra 2, 18 kilometers per hour. Oh. Barman, you can take off your mask. Bravo. Thank you. The overall result for the standard class, number 1, the guys are very good as well. Number 1 is Lima, I expect, Filip Bojanowski, as Denmark, with 394 points. Number 2 is Simon Schroeder, aus Deutschland, Sierra, with 169 points, very close to Philip. And number 3 is Charles Dennis, with Belgium, with 2,962 points. Bravo, Dennis. Number 1 is Ricardo Brigliadori. Average speed of 96 kilometers per hour, 11 kilometers per hour higher than number 2. And number 2 is Laurent Aboulin, Kilo Whiskey. 85 kilometers per hour for Laurent. Number 3 is Adrian van Ness from the Netherlands in 2. Yes. Here are results for the 50-meter class. We have Ricardo Brigliadori, number 1. And you can see that they're close. Matthew Scott is Delta 2 as Australia, 3,077 points. Adrian van Ness from the Netherlands in 3 with 3,046 points. Bravo. So it's the 9th day of the competition today. We are Tuesday. Yesterday's feedback was a rest day. Some guys, they took the opportunity to learn how to fly on a simulator with that guy there. Maybe you recognize him. Bravo, Thierry. Some remarks, the new Airspace Finder V4, version 4 of the Airspace Finder is available in Southern Stock, and we will start using it from today on. A little reminder here for the NXA 5.4. Competitors must submit a flight log for evaluation on each championship day on which the launch was made, regardless of the outcome of the flights. If the submitted flight does not provide data from all flights made during the day, the submission of additional flight logs is required for the purpose of covering all the flights made that day. Thank you for quoting that. Some remarks today about aerobatic activity going on in Argenton-sur-Creuse. It will be the last day for this activity in Argenton. And yes, there will be some liners arrival at Châteauroux around 4 p.m. local time. Safety, Robbie?
Good morning. Sebastian told me not to talk too long because of the grid time today, so I will try. Cloud flying is forbidden, of course. Last time during the briefing I said 3 of the club class pilots were very high. They were, but in the blue. They did not fly into the clouds. Several people told me that, so disregard the cloud flying events. They were in the blue, perhaps, wave, perhaps blue thermals, but not in the cloud. Okay, today I will talk to you about jumping out of your glider when it's necessary, with a parachute and not on the ground. At scrutineering, all the pilots have to explain how to get out of the glider. And very casual, they say, well, I open the canopy, unbuckle my belts, roll over the side and pull my parachute, that's all. Well, in theory, it is. We're asking you this so you can go through the procedure in your mind before taking off. You should do that every day, actually. Because if you're flying in a glider you own, you know how to release the canopy. But if you're flying in a rented one or from your club or another one, you have to search for the right procedure to get rid of your canopy. Parachutes, some of the parachutes have the ripcord left or low or on your shoulder. All parachutes are different. You have to bear in mind that you can do that with your eyes closed, and it's not so easy to open your parachute, as you will see. Sebastian. In Australia, Michael Eisler had a talk about what happened there after the mid-air and how he got out. And one of the things he was telling was that once on the ground, he was dragged through the paddock for like 400 or 500 meters and got bruises and bumps everywhere. Well, this guy, Darren Francis, later came to us and we all laughed about this video. It's called, I told him not to do that.
Never take off your leg strap or your top strap. It's actually real bullshit. Now I know that if you're a soldier and jumping on the Salisbury plane about 5 times a week, it's probably really good advice. But the canopy is not going to be actually deployed like a soldier landing on the Salisbury plane. It's going to be like it is now. So I'm now going to remove and I can do some really good side. Put it hard, Dave. Pull it. Don't pull it down with the line of head. That's it. Pull. Well, now Posey is being pulled out. It's going. As far as I'm concerned, that is now over. This thing has a and it's not the winter. Nothing's happening.
We can learn some lessons from this video, although it's very funny. To begin with, don't unbuckle your belts. Last year we had a mid-air of 2 young Dutch pilots over Germany. They both died, and one of them was found a few hundred meters away from his parachute. They think he tried to take a leak or something, but he undid his belts from the parachute. Never do that. Opening your parachute with a ripcord is not as easy as you think. You have to pull really hard with both hands in the right direction. If you pull it like this, it won't open. You have to pull it away from you with both hands. As Michael Eisler told us, when you're dragging on the ground, He tried to unbuckle his belts, but it's not possible when you have a pretty strong wind with like 20-30 kilometers per hour, which was the case at that moment. He could not undo his belts because he was bumping and sailing away. What you have to do then is pull some risers or cords and take them to you, no matter, it doesn't matter if they're low or the upper ones, the chute will come down and you can walk around it. You throw away the canopy and then they say, well, I unbuckle my belts. But once the canopy is off, you are probably in a spin downwards with a speed of 160, 180, 200 kilometers per hour. And that's a ferocious storm. Perhaps you've been in a storm of 100 or 120 kilometers per hour, but not the one like this. And you have to get out. Michael Eisler told us he tried to push himself out of the canopy, and his arms from his elbow until here were totally black and blue from trying. He didn't manage to get out. He got out by sticking out his leg, and the storm pulled him out of the glider. So, well, a roll over the side is a pretty easy description of what you would try to do, but I don't think it's very easy to get out of your glider. So, remember that you can do these things. If you still have your tail plane on the fuselage, push your stick, the stick hardly forward, then you will be ejected. Yeah. If the tail is still on. Yeah. Okay, so you have several ways to get out. Try to roll over the side, bend over when you're still in the glider and pull your ripcord, or as he says, push the stick so you will have negative G and you can escape. Or, as Michael said, stick out a leg. And then pull the ripcord. One other thing he said was he was very upset about the rate of descent. He said, I looked up and I thought I was under an umbrella. It was a very small canopy. Our safety parachutes are developed to sit very nice and easy in the cockpit, but they were not designed to jump and land very soft. So you will have a very hard landing with the rescue parachute. Well, one back. For people who jumped before, they know this, but if you don't, you will hurt yourself badly when you hit the ground. And after the landing or impact, you can get your parachute down by running around it, and if not possible, pull the risers. A few tips. It will only take a minute. Okay, Gaggles, yeah. If we are flying in a gaggle, try to maintain the same radius with all gliders. It's very inconvenient for other pilots if you are constantly changing and trying to improve your lift, because not only you but all the others have to change as well then. And there's still the safety box if you have issues, and you can mail us some messages, whatever. Have a nice, the next one? Yeah, have a nice and safe flight today. Have fun.
So today the agenda is still the same as the day before, 8:30 to 11:30 in Greenwich. The good time is at 12 o'clock today, and the expected first launch is at 12:30. Jay?
Yes. Like all the other days, we will take off 3-5 today. So, welcome previous day, nothing to say about that. Towing pattern, same as the other days, nothing to say. Arrival, 700 meters, ring 5 kilometers. I have to say that every day. For the landing, 3-5 grass is preferential. Long landing, or if I accept you can stop your trail. And the direct landing for when you're 1-7, you make it west, or very long landing, and you can retrieve your gliders and backtrack between both railways. Still a question to railway lights. Landing zone, they're still here and here. There's always some who didn't call me to retrieve the gliders on the railway. And we gained 1 minute for one crew. Last time it was 9 minutes. The day before it was 10 minutes to retrieve the glider. It's very too long. Hold.
Thank you. So good morning, everyone. So we are now in a very different air mass than the days before. As you've seen, the cold front that passed by yesterday is now evacuated to the east, and we are in this so-called back to the front weather with moisture and fresher air mass coming from the Atlantic, and the low cloud are already dissipating and enabling the sun to hit the ground, and cumulus already developed. On the surface chart from Météo France at 2 p.m., you see the high pressure ridge placing over us and placing us in a general northwest flux on the surface and also at all levels. Looking at the vertical profile at 1 p.m. here in Montluçon, so you see that the air mass is quite unstable, and with temperatures reaching 90 degrees on the ground, we can already expect 14 we can already expect cumulus clouds to form with cloud bases around 14 meter AMSL. But you see that above there is a strong inversion, and that will prevent cumulus from developing and will promote instead spread outs. Looking a little bit further north, in Issoudun and at 3 p.m., you see that with increasing surface temperatures, the boundary layer height will also increase up to 1500 meter MSL, and we still this strong inversion promoting spread outs in the task area. At 1 p.m. cloud cover, you see these low clouds around Montluçon with nice clearings to the north, but on top some cirrus clouds that will pass by over the afternoon. We have quite little uncertainty regarding blue thermal areas to the northwest, especially in the northwest of Châteauroux. So there might be some very changing conditions on the task with alternating spread outs and blue thermal. And today, instead of showing you the thermal's top altitude, I instead chose to show the thermal's velocity. Just to show you that the low levels will be good. We can expect strong thermals in these conditions. And at 1 p.m., you see that we are already, we can already expect thermals between 1 and 2 meters per second, and in blue, the areas with 3 meters per second. At 3 p.m., it's quite homogeneous here, still this hole around La Brenne, and maybe locally here also heterogeneous slots to expect. At 5 p.m. it's weakening, and then we expect a convection stop at 6:30. So today, the local forecast at Montluçon You see northwest pattern with a quite early convection initiation, with cumulus bases already at 1400 meters sea level at the beginning of the afternoon, slightly increasing then, but with the moisture, the low levels, it will not increase that much. So the summary for today: an early initiation, broken cumulus cover, and then between 14 and 17 o'clock, the best weather slot, with around Montluçon cumulus bases around 1500 meters MSL, and on the task area, very changing conditions over the afternoon, alternating with this cumulus spread out and blue thermal, and a collapse between 6 and 7 p.m. The wind is blowing from the northwest at all levels. Sorry, it's quite weak at the surface and slightly increasing in the boundary layers. You may have some nice cumulus streaks over your task, but still these threats with the spread outs and some thin cirrus passing by over the afternoon. Short outlook for the next days. Looking still very tricky tomorrow, but improving for the last 2 days of the competition. Do you have any questions? If not, thank you for your attention and have fun.
So now the task of the day will be a racing task for all classes, and we hope today we can fly task A. For the club class, we'll take off first, 264 kilometers. For the 50 meters class, we'll take off second. We'll try to make a task around the Châteauroux CTR. Just I remember you that around 4 o'clock there is 2 planes, one Airbus 340 and one Antonov coming to Châteauroux. And for you it's 294 kilometers. And for the standard class, 258 kilometers around the Châteauroux CTR also. I remember you that you had that in your box yesterday, the day before yesterday. Do you have any questions? So, briefing is over. Have a good flight, everybody, and see you on the grid at 12:30.